So today, my friends, we are starting a journey, a hair journey, specifically a curly girl hair journey. And I am very excited / nervous / intrigued to see the results. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is something that has been very requested. I always get DMs saying you should really try the curly girl method. Molly, try the curly girl method. I think your hair will really work with it. And honestly, before you guys started recommending it to me, I had never heard of it. I hadn't seen anybody on YouTube doing it, even though since I've watched a lot of videos and done a lot of research. I just hadn't heard of it, and I thought maybe I will give it a go, but I just never got round to it. Now that we're in lockdown and I have more time to experiment with my hair, less reason to use heat on my hair, and more time to give it the care and the attention that it probably needs, I thought, yeah, okay, I'm gonna try the curly girl method. When I was very young, when I was a toddler, I had such curly hair until I was about 5 or 6 years old, and then it just went into like natural curly ringlets until I hit high school and thought that I would only really be socially acceptable and fitting in if I straightened my hair, because curly hair was just not the one, and that made me feel like I was a little bit of an outcast. And I thought, right, okay, the only way I'm really going to keep on top of this is if I straightened it. And I straightened it. I straightened it to death within an inch of its life for about 5 years, almost every single day. And I hate myself for that, because that is what's kind of ruined my hair, and I wish I hadn't done it, and I wish I hadn't listened to those people that were like, curly hair's ugly, because actually I love my natural hair, but it's just effort now. So I'm gonna take it out of this thing. Today is day number 1, and I haven't straightened it before this. I haven't done anything to it for the last 6 days. So this is my natural hair before the curly girl method. It's knotty as heck, and basically what the curly girl method is, if you're new to this, is a hair care routine that does not involve alcohol, sulfates or silicones in your shampoo. So that is most shampoos. Most drugstore and high street shampoos include all of those things, which are really bad for your hair if it's naturally curly. So I ordered these off a website called Curly Girl Method Club. It was like an Instagram boutique. I found it on Instagram, and it doesn't include any of those things. It's completely natural, and this is a leave-in conditioner, and this is a specific curly girl co-wash, which means that it is a shampoo, but it's not like a strong shampoo. It's not stripping your hair of anything. And then I also got a curl defining gel. So I got all of these 3 for £17 on Instagram, which I thought was really good, to be fair. I am gonna go and wash my hair. It needs washing. I haven't washed it for 6 days. It is definitely getting better, going longer between washes. I could probably leave it for today if I tied it up. Like, it is greasy. You can see that it's greasy. Yeah, this is the before. Haven't done anything, but it is day 6. So I'm gonna wash my hair with these products and then leave it to dry naturally. Another big rule is to obviously not use heat on it. If you really need to dry it and you don't have time, use a hairdryer on a low setting, like a low heat setting with a diffuser. I actually don't own a diffuser, so I'm not gonna use a hairdryer at all, because I don't need to. I also don't own a comb, and I've just realized I probably should have ordered a thick tooth comb so that I could lightly brush through my hair. I do have a wet brush, like a wet hair brush, so I'm just gonna brush my hair out a little bit before I get in the shower and then just leave it. So I'm gonna do a full 360 of before shots so that we can compare it at the end of the 2 weeks. It's from the front, this is from the back. It's very frizzy, this bit is always very matted, and this is from the other side. So as you can see, I have very thick hair naturally, very wide, quite difficult to maintain, in need of a wash currently, so let's go and do that. So the thought process for starting out with this is that you kind of do one last reset wash where you actually do shampoo it. So for that, I'm going to use the co-wash, which acts as a gentle shampoo. However, you're not meant to do this every single time with the curly girl method. You're meant to actually just wash your hair with conditioner, so like water and conditioner, rather than using a shampoo on your scalp every single time. So for today's reset wash, I'm going to actually use the shampoo and proper scrub at my scalp, because there will be a build-up of product, shampoo, just sweat and stuff from the last 6 days where I haven't washed my hair. And then after that, I'm gonna try and go one wash without using a shampoo and then use it again on the next wash, if that makes sense. So like alternate washing it, because obviously I am only just starting out. So as you can see, just got out of the shower. My hair is soaking wet, it's dripping so much, because another thing is that they really recommend not drying curly hair with a towel, instead drying it with either a microfiber towel or a t-shirt. I actually have both, but I'm gonna go for a t-shirt just because I do think it's a little bit softer and a bit more gentle. So I'm gonna go and towel dry my hair with a t-shirt before popping in the curl defining gel and then getting back to you later. So I have an old badly tie-dyed t-shirt here, trying not to rub it too much. It's in the t-shirt. That was hard to maneuver, and also this was probably one of the weirdest YouTube videos that I've uploaded in a while. Another thing that I found really bizarre in the shower was not washing off the conditioner, because it was actually a leave-in conditioner, which is fine, and I have used those in the past, but it did just feel quite like, not heavy on my hair, but like moisturizing, I guess, quite thick on my hair, so not washing it out felt really bizarre, but we shall see. I'm gonna leave it in this for about 5 minutes, get dressed, and then pop the styling cream in. Okay, so I have brushed my hair really lightly through just with my fingers, just to kind of like pull out the hairs that would have come out in the shower. Do you know what I mean? Maybe that's just me, but when I like dry my hair off a bit in the shower, I can pull quite a lot of hair out. Had a whole separate video on this, and my hair goes through phases of shedding more hair than usual, shedding quite a lot of hair right now, but that's besides the point. So I'm just gonna pop in a little bit of this. Now, I never ever usually put any styling products in, especially not gel. So this says just rub a small amount between the palms of your hands and apply to wet hair, but I'm gonna put a tiny bit in my hands because obviously I don't know how my hair will react to this product. And if it's super sticky, I think that's just going to be a nightmare. If there's anybody watching this that is like a curly hair specialist, or you've done this for a few years, or you're a hairdresser or something like that, let me know in the comments any products that you recommend, because these products are just kind of like my starter products that I found off an Instagram boutique for like starting. Basically, I'll link her account below. She had a really good Instagram for people just starting out with the curly girl method, but obviously there are high street products that you can buy. So let me know any recommendations. My hair does feel a bit sticky, so I'm just gonna leave it there, and I'll get back to you in an hour or two when it is fully air dried. Okay, I have let my hair air dry, and all I can really say is that this is ridiculous. My hair never dries this curly. It's still kind of damp, like it does have like a little bit to go. I don't know how well you can see this, but like it never ever dries at this level. I definitely think the majority of my curls are underneath my hair. I can't get over this. The majority of my curls are underneath because this is like just healthier hair. I think because I straighten and use heat on the front sections the most, these are gonna probably take longer to fully restore back to like nice curls. Just one wash, guys. This is the first wash, so hopefully it will only improve, but I'm very, very impressed, especially with all of this. This is my natural hair at its finest, and I haven't seen it like this for a very long time, so I'm very happy with how this first trial has gone. I'm excited to see over the next couple of days if the curls last, like when I sleep on them. Still pretty damn impressive stuff, and it still needs to dry a little bit. Good morning, guys. Today is Wednesday now, which means it has been 4 days since I washed my hair. I washed it on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I was going to try and get it till Thursday, but I just can't, and I'm going for a socially distanced picnic today, and I just don't want my hair to look like this. So before I get in the shower, I am going to brush it through because currently this is just one big clump. I think the results on day one were amazing, and I was like, oh my god, it's so curly, but I just don't know how to maintain that because as soon as I sleep on it, it just flattens it out. So today is not a shampoo day, today is a purely condition day. So I'm just going to basically get in the shower, rinse it with water, like wash my scalp with water, and then pop the conditioner in that I showed you the other day. I just can't get over my hair, it's just massive. Yeah, I popped the conditioner in. It's actually a leave-in conditioner, so I'm going to pop it from like ear height because I don't want to put conditioner on my roots. I think it will just make it really oily. Anyway, we shall see. Then I'm going to get out and put a little bit of the curling gel in, but not quite as much as the other day because it did make the underneath of my hair just like sticky, like kind of like crunchy, and I don't really want to go for that vibe. So hair wash number 2, let's see how the curls come up after I've washed it this time. Also, I just want to add, I actually haven't brushed it at all since the last wash, so that is why it's like 3 feet wide. That is why it looks like it's turning into dreadlock, because it low-key is, like it's just a big knot. T-shirt time to dry it with, because again I naturally just reached for a towel and then I was like, wait, No, not the towel. I hate doing this with my hair as it is anyway, because my hair is really prone to falling out, and at the moment it is actually going through quite a thinning phase, which is really annoying, but like my hair's just like that now, which is frustrating, but you know. So I don't like to pull it with a towel, because I do always think, regardless of whether I'm doing the curly girl method, I am actually pulling my hair from my roots. And if you're watching this and you know you've got really strong hair, then like obviously it's not as big a deal, but I used to have really strong hair. Now I don't, so cool story. Right, still haven't got the hang of it, but it's kind of there. Okay, we've gone for a summer dress today. Very out of character, but it's 26 degrees and yeah, just thought I'd wear this. But I'm gonna put in a little bit of the curling cream. If you remember it, it's called Style It Curl Defining Gel, and it just looks like this. I do actually think that last time I used this, I put a little bit too much in. So I'm just gonna get like a really quite small bit, rub it in my hands, and then just crunch it a little bit, but not a lot, into the ends of my hair and leave it to dry. Hopefully we'll get good results. So I have got ready and I've let my hair dry, and this is after wash number 2. I am really happy with it. Again, the underneath is just ridiculous. Like if you can see that properly, it's kind of hard to pick it up, but the curls are a lot more defined. This time I have noticed that the front is curled a bit better, which is good, because last time that bit didn't curl at all. This bit still leaves a lot to be desired, but as I said, these bits are the bits that I straighten the most. Obviously like the front is always where you use the most heat, or it is for me anyway. Still got a little bit of drying left to do, or maybe it's just greasy, I don't know. Just didn't wash it with the shampoo, so it feels weird, but pretty happy with it. Pretty happy with it. A little hair update for you all. I have it in a ponytail today. This is day 2. It is still pretty curly. Like if you can see, it's definitely still curlier than if I hadn't have done this, but I have had to tie it up because it does just look greasy. Like it just looks dirty at the root, so I think that's because I didn't wash it with shampoo. All of the websites and the videos I've watched have said to wash it with conditioner, which is what I want to get into a habit of, because it does make your hair feel nicer, but currently obviously my hair's not used to that, so the roots and the top are growing kind of greasy, and then the ends feel a bit sticky from the gel, so it's just a bit of a mess right now. But in terms of curls, they've lasted better than the first time I did it on day 2, So this is now day 5 without washing it. I think I updated it on day 2 or 3, and then I've just worn in a bun ever since, and this is currently the state of it. I really do find, guys, that the curls only hold for like day 1 and a bit of day 2, because as soon as I sleep on it, they're just not curls anymore. Now I don't know if that's because it's going to take longer for them to like stay. Obviously you can see underneath it is still curly, like it's still, obviously it's not gone straight or anything, but it's not like nice looking curls, it's just gross looking hair. And if I'm honest with you, the level of greasiness that it is also disgusting. I think a real issue that I'm finding is that I've been doing sport, like, well not sport, I've been going jogging like every other day, every day pretty much, or like walking and getting a sweaty head, and then that means that once the sweat is like in my hair, I'm not washing it out because I'm trying to go longer between washes, and obviously part of this whole thing is that you get your hair used to being washed a little bit less, and then when it is washed, only washing it with conditioner. So today I'm going to wash it with the shampoo that I got. Okay, I've got my hair in my towel. I actually can't believe I'm uploading this video. I actually can't believe this is going to be on the internet. Yeah, excuse the mess that I am, excuse the mess of the bed, but my hair's up in the t-shirt, and I'm now going to let it air dry for probably like 3 hours, because that's how long it takes. So it's been about an hour and a half. It's in the drying process. It's still very wet, and as you can see, it's definitely like the underneaths of my hair that take a lot better than the top of my hair, because the top of my hair doesn't want to curl. Okay, it has now been about 5 hours since I washed my hair, and it's dried, but it's just, guys, it's just greasy. Like, because I'm not washing it with proper shampoo, I think my hair is really used to the routine that it was in, and I know that it probably will take like quite a long time to adapt to this, but if you look at the roots, like this does not look like hair that has just been freshly washed. This looks like 4 or 5 day old hair, and I do have to say, like, the curls are like forming better, like especially on this side. Not so much on this side, I've got a lot of frizz on this side, but like here especially, this curl is like pretty pretty nicely formed, pretty conditioned, you know. Same with the ones that are up here, like it does look a lot curlier and it does look healthier, I would say, but it just feels disgusting. So if any of you use this method of doing your hair, or you have curly hair, if you've got any recommendations for how to train it, or like products to use that make it feel clean and look clean without using a harsh shampoo, please let me know in the comments. I do like how it looks, it's just you need to be far away from me, otherwise if you get close it just looks really dirty. I have had it in plaits for 3 days, or like two days, because it's just greasy. It actually looks a lot less greasy now because I sprayed so much dry shampoo into it, because I really was trying to not need to wash it. However, I'm going to take it out of these plaits. Obviously it's going to be curly because it's been in plaits for 2 days, but an issue that I am still finding is that after the first wash, after the first day, once I've slapped on the curls, they just go and they're really flat and they feel like dry. I don't know if it would look better maybe if I didn't use the curling gel, because I do think they feel a bit crunchy because I'm putting gel in my hair. To be fair, it actually looks quite nice right now if I was obviously to style it, but it does desperately need washing. I don't know if you can see. Oh, it's really quite greasy. This is day 4. I'm not washing it, and how am I gonna wash it, or shall I wash it tomorrow? Yeah, I might leave it. I might wash it tomorrow. So this is day 4. It really does need a wash, but instead of spraying more dry shampoo into it, I'm gonna tie it up today because I'm not leaving the house for the rest of the day. And I've got no plans other than to do a workout in the morning where it obviously will get sweaty, and then I'll wash it, and then it'll be day 5, which is pretty good going considering on day 1 it was greasy. Okay, so today is hair wash day. It has been 5 days since I last washed it. I'm going to take it out of this bottle so that you can see. But this is what we're dealing with. This is a joke. Essentially, it's just stayed in the position of the ponytail. Like, the curls are still kind of there, don't get me wrong, but it's just, yeah, very, very dirty. I think it's reached its optimum level of grease though. Like, gonna wash my hair now, leave it to dry naturally, and then we've just got one more hair wash before it's been 2 weeks. I have just got out the shower. This is the state of my hair. If you look closely at the roots, I mean, I don't think you'll be able to tell. I can feel that it still just doesn't feel clean. Like, I think because my hair's obviously used to like stronger shampoo and conditioner, that this, because it's so natural, it's just not even touching the sides. So much hair is coming out, and it's all over my hands. Okay, so this is a hair update since it's dried. Again, it's definitely the underneath that dries a lot curlier. Like, if I lift up these bits, you can kind of see like around the sides and around the back, it's like a lot curlier. The curls are more defined, whereas on top, again, it is just a bit frizzier. However, it has dried pretty nice. Like, I have been out with it just like this today, haven't done anything to it, and I think it does look quite nice, which is an improvement from how it was before. However, I do still get a lot of frizz like just sitting on the top, which I don't really know how to combat. Feels a bit cleaner today. Still looks dirty on the top though, doesn't it? Look at that. Can't remember what day we're on, but it's a Sunday. I'm gonna wait and wash my hair tomorrow, but I thought I would just show you what it looked like. This is obviously not curly, like especially the front bits. Some of the underneath bits are a little bit more curly, in fact a lot more on this side, but this is what it goes like after like 3 days, because I've just had it tied up a lot, because obviously it doesn't look particularly nice. I've had it in a bun, and this is the end result. So for the first day to kind of 2 days of after I've had it washed, after I washed it, it is curly. Like, the first day it looks amazing, the second day it looks nice in a ponytail. After that it just goes like this, and it's really kind of ratty, which I noticed from the first wash, but I thought it might improve, but it's not really. Like, you can see all of this here, it's curls, but it's not like nice curls, do you know what I mean? Okay, it is the day of the final wash of the 2 weeks. So it has been just over 2 weeks actually. Today's Monday, so I've been doing this for 15 days now, and I haven't washed my hair for 4 days. It is greasy, but it's not as greasy as it was the first week. Like, the first week it was super greasy. It's kind of just stayed at the same level where it's like dirty, but I could almost get away with it if I tied it up. So I'm gonna wash it. You can see, as I've mentioned multiple times, the curls don't last past the first day very well, so I'm gonna wash it for the final time. I'm gonna let it air dry. It's very warm and humid today, so I might sit outside and let it like curl up in the humidity a bit, and then I'll show you the end results from the beginning to the second week. I do think that my hair feels better for it. Like, once I've washed it, the ends feel like slightly better conditioned, but obviously you can see that day 6 and we've got a mane. still have not got the hang of how to tie a t-shirt on your head, this is as good as it's gonna be. Curl defining gel time. So I'm just gonna pop a tiny little bit on. So I'm now just going to do my makeup, get ready, leave it to dry, and hopefully it'll be curly. So this is the result of HAIRWASH number 4 or 5, I can't actually remember. Again, it is the underneath that is the curliest, 100%. If I lift up the top bit of my hair, the underneath is like so curly. It's actually really hard to show you, and I do think that that is consistent, but the front just lets it down pretty much every time. I think this looks nice, like I do like this. It's very beachy, it's very like 2013 Hollister vibes, do you know what I mean? But it's not like full formed ringlets. It's definitely not how it used to be when I was younger, and that's probably just because my hair type isn't the same anymore. But this has been a fun experiment. I definitely will continue to use sulfate free and silicone free and alcohol free shampoo and conditioners, but I probably will go back to actually shampooing my hair, just because I don't want to wear my hair like this all the time. I do enjoy styling my hair, and also it's felt greasy as heck for like 2 weeks now. Like, I would say I wish you could feel it, but honestly you wouldn't want to feel it. But this has been a fun experiment to do, so I'm going to do a full 360 again so that you can see the front, the back and the sides, and then we've done a full 2 weeks. I do think there is a bit of a transformation, especially in the underneath of my hair. This is totally a lot curlier, but the top probably would just take longer to take. So as you've seen, this is it from the front, from the side. Hopefully you can see what it looks like from the back, but then if I lift up the top and show you the underneath at the back, I reckon that this looks a lot like curlier, a lot more defined. And then this is from the other side. That's it. We've come a full 2 weeks since the beginning. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please do leave recommendations down below. I would more than anything love to hear from any of you guys that have tried this. So product recommendations or things I might be doing wrong. Obviously I'm very new to this. I did as much research as I could and watched a lot of other videos and generally thought I did it okay, but let me know down in the comments if you've got any other suggestions, and I shall be back on my channel this week on Thursday with a video I think you're gonna absolutely love. So subscribe down below to see that, and thank you for watching. Bye guys.